Welcome to another Empires and Puzzles Books video. Today I want to talk about these double formations with Sif in the background. It could also be Costume Obakan or Alina, any of these reflect counterattack type heroes. There's an interesting thing that happens with these double formations and the reverse double is that the nearby heroes expand as opposed to our normal rating formation where when we hit a target nearby, it's usually a maximum of 3, maybe 2 if we target somebody on a wing. But with this new configuration, everybody is tighter, so nearby allies is a bigger circle. So on defense, that seems to be a huge advantage to Sif because she's now adding the reflect to all 5 heroes, not just 3, which is true. But it is equally true that when we attack, if we have a hero that typically only hits a maximum of 3, they're now hitting 5 if we target the hero in the center. And that is the weakness, in my opinion, of using these types of heroes in the background. As long as you bring a debuffer, we can eliminate that. But there is also a huge advantage to using somebody like the Hatter who will actually just steal that buff and put it on our own team. So I'm going to walk through a couple different strategies on how I've been hitting these teams. I will go on record as saying I think the double formations, both the regular double and the reverse double, are the weakest formations available in the game. I think the standard formation is much stronger. I think, especially as somebody who attacks mono, that having 2 or 3 targets up front just makes my life a whole lot easier. I can stack for either tank or any of the 3 if it's a reverse double. I would say as a mono player, the hardest formation to fight is the reverse because there is no position on the board that I can eliminate with 3 tiles horizontally. I need to have a stack of 3 to be able to take one of the players out, one of the heroes out, and it's much harder to get 3 in a row on a specific column to take out one of these heroes. And I think if you look at the top 10, top 20 every day, you're going to see almost all reverse formations. So let's get back to talking about this here. I'm going to show you a couple of different ways that I've been attacking these and what I've been doing. And to make this worse, I'm seeing a lot of people who are doing the double formation, and out front they're putting either Freya or Bera, or both, or a taunt hero like Krampus or Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts is actually a little more challenging because she does it with a minion, but Black Knight or Krampus, as long as we have that debuffer, or again, you're gonna see me relying on the Hatter a lot to actually steal those buffs and take it from them and use it against them. And the third part that's making these defenses, in my opinion, really weak is they're taking the heroes that are dangerous. As you can see here in this image, they have Finley and Frigg back in the corners. I have all day to negotiate the board to get the 9 tiles I need for a win while not fearing that I'm going to set those 2 off. And as long as I don't stack Holy in this particular situation, I don't have to worry about eliminating one of these tanks too early and losing my mana. So for me, these formations allow me an enormous amount of time to set up my attack. And I'm forever grateful for people who are doing these passive aggressive formations where nobody's going to attack me right away. I'm finding these very easy to kind of plow through every day. All right, so enough of me chatting here. Let me get into the video. Hope this helps you. Okay, I'm going to record a couple of these videos here attacking these double formations with Freya and Bera. So I'm actually finding them not very challenging for the most part, and I'll explain why. I'm seeing this a lot with Sif in the background, or a Costume Obakan, or even an Alina, which is dangerous, right? Because it puts the counterattack on all heroes being in that back position. But the main team that I'm using to bust these up, as you'll see, is my nature team. I don't even care what color anything else is. All I need is 9 nature tiles, and I'm winning. And the key to that is if the back row goes off, if Sif goes off, I have the Hatter to steal that buff, and then the rest of my greens will wipe them out. In some cases, I'm also using my ice team, which would have Frida as a debuffer.
So as long as I have somebody to remove that counter attack, I'm solid. But what I'm liking about attacking these teams, although the minions are a pain between Bara and Freya, if I'm using an off color, I don't kill them with tiles. You don't want to kill them right away, right? Because they suck your mana away. So what I'm liking, if you look at this screen, the only people I really have to fear in the first couple moves is Finley and Frigg. And they're back in the back corner. I just need 9 tiles to get my green team going, and this is 1 for me. And I'm finding that I'm winning a vast majority of these attacks because I have plenty of time to get my 9 tiles into play. So let's jump in, see how this works. And this, I'm global 7 right now, so we're kind of at the top of the food chain as far as folks that we're attacking. These are all decent troops, so this is not a lightweight team here. So I just need to negotiate 9 green tiles and I will be good to go. So I got my 9 tiles. That was 3 already, or excuse me, 6. So here's another 3. And this is mine. So elemental defense down, defense down. Steal that counter attack. At this point, I kind of want either Finley or Frigg to go off because I have the counter attack in place. Counter attack is still there. So let Frigg go ahead and resolve herself. Easy as can be.
Same strategy used against global number 1.
Alright, so here's another variation. Still the double formation with Sif in the background. This time I will use Frida for the debuffing, and I'll stack my ice team. Although I prefer the green team so that the Hatter can steal the buff, I'm fine just removing the buff, but since one of the forward tanks on the double is fire, I will go with ice. Again, I would not stack Holy here because I don't want to eliminate Bara. I don't care how long she sits there. She's just fodder so that I can build up my tiles for the ice team. Alright. Quick and easy. Make an ice diamond. I'd like to get one more piece on the board just to be sure. And this was quick enough that I don't even have to worry. Sorry, I just have that volume up. This was quick enough that I don't even have to worry about Sif going off. But if she would have went off, I would have had Frida to clear that out. And I just mistargeted that, so I only got the elemental defense down on half the team here, but will not make a difference. And I'll put in a couple more fights against Sunday Driver. This is somebody I see at the top all the time, and I've been using the exact same pattern to beat them.
Here is another example with Finley and Frigg stuck in the corners, and I have all the time in the world to set my board up. I do not start off with an amazing amount of nature tiles, but I have up to 4 moves here to set myself up without any fear of anything horrible happening to me. So I think this is pretty instructive to see how I can negotiate this board with very little risk until I can saturate it with my nature tiles at that point there. And now game over. Okay, let's see if this strategy works against deadlift. Global 4 at this point, I was global 6. And you'll notice I have a decent starting board here, yes, but I still have, I think it's 4 moves again to negotiate the board to improve my position. I don't just jump on my nature tiles, but the double Bara Freya with Sif in the background, no risk of anything horrible happening to me. I got plenty of moves here to set things up to make it even better for myself.